He thought I'd never find out, but one message shattered everything. Victoria sits in the darkness of the kitchen, her fingers gripping Nazar's phone. The screen glows with a message from an unknown number. You left your scent on me again. Come back soon. The clock on the wall ticks, 2:37 a.m. From the bedroom, Nazar's steady breathing echoes, as if he's hiding no secrets. Her heart pounds, threatening to burst from her chest. She scrolls through the chat, dozens of messages, heart emojis, words he never said to her. 5 years of marriage, plans for a child, promises of eternal love, all of it now feels like a lie. Victoria's anger mixes with pain, but instead of tears, her eyes narrow. She won't scream or throw a tantrum. She'll uncover the truth. Her fingers tremble as she takes a screenshot. Every detail in their home, shared photos on the wall, his favorite mug, now seems like props in his betrayal. She recalls how he's been avoiding her gaze lately, how his laughter feels forced. But Victoria isn't one to give up. She places the phone back on the table, but a plan is already forming in her mind. Nazar doesn't yet know she's just stepped onto a path that will destroy his lies. She thought their love was perfect, but the truth was closer than she realized. Victoria can't believe that Nazar, the man she trusted for 5 years, is cheating. They dreamed of a child, planned vacations, and he swore she was his only one. But the message on his phone is a slap that wakes her from a dream. She recalls the little things she ignored. Nazar started staying late at work, citing urgent projects. His new cologne, which she didn't buy, appeared out of nowhere. His phone, always face down. And then, his sudden attentiveness, flowers for no reason, compliments that sounded like excuses. Every detail now feels suspicious. Could she have been so blind? Anger and shame battle within her. If it's true, their life is just a performance. Victoria decides not to make a scene. A tantrum won't help, but she wants to know everything. She'll gather evidence, check every inconsistency. If Nazar is lying, she'll make him regret it. She starts small, noting the times he comes home, checking his pockets while he sleeps. In a drawer, she finds a receipt from a cafe they've never visited together. It's the first piece of the puzzle, and Victoria won't stop until she completes the picture. She searched for the truth, but he was hiding it right under her nose. Victoria wants to believe the cafe receipt is a coincidence, but Nazar is acting too perfectly. He brings her favorite pastries, kisses her goodnight, as if nothing has changed. His care feels like a mask, and it infuriates her even more. So, she starts watching him closely. One evening, when he says he's staying late with colleagues, she checks his wallet and finds another receipt, this time from a jewelry store. She hasn't received any gifts. Her suspicions grow heavier, but she keeps herself in check. Victoria photographs the receipt and adds it to her collection. She notices Nazar's nervousness when she mentions his work. His answers grow shorter, his smile strained. Victoria feels she's getting closer to the truth, but each step makes her heart colder. She's no longer the naive girl who believed in fairy tales of everlasting love. She followed him, but what she found changed everything. Victoria wants to confront him about the receipts, but Nazar knows how to dodge. He laughs, calls her a cute paranoid, and promises a surprise. His words ring hollow, and she no longer trusts him. So, Victoria installs a tracking app on his phone. The next evening, when he's at a meeting, the app shows an address in a residential neighborhood across town. She gets in her car and drives there, her hands trembling on the wheel. At the location, she sees only his parked car. No one's around, but the air smells of his cologne. Victoria snaps a photo of the building and the apartment number on the mailbox. Back home, she searches the address on social media and finds a woman's profile, someone who regularly likes Nazar's posts. Her name is Alina. Victoria feels her anger turn into cold determination. She won't stop until she knows everything. She messaged her, but the reply wasn't what she expected. Victoria creates a fake account and messages Alina, posing as Nazar's friend, but the reply is vague, "You've got the wrong person." I don't know him. It's a lie, and Victoria senses it. So, she digs deeper. She checks Nazar's bank statements through their joint account and finds regular transfers to Alina's name. Small amounts, but enough for gifts or dinners. Victoria logs every transaction, her hands shaking with anger, but she stays composed. She starts following Alina on social media, noticing new jewelry in her photos that matches the jewelry store receipt. Each detail is a nail in the coffin of their marriage. Victoria realizes Nazar isn't just cheating, he's building a parallel life. She set a trap, but his reaction gave him away. Victoria prepares dinner and casually mentions the address where she saw Nazar's car, but he pales and spins a story about a friend who lives there. His eyes dart, his voice quivers. So, Victoria knows he's lying and decides to gather all the evidence. She copies screenshots, receipts, and bank statements onto a USB drive, hiding it in a safe. Tension in the house escalates. Nazar grows irritable, accusing her of being overly suspicious. Victoria no longer argues, she knows the truth is on her side. Her heart aches, but she feels a new strength growing within her. She won't let him ruin her life. He thought he'd escaped, but she used his absence to her advantage. Victoria is ready to confront him, but Nazar announces he's going on a business trip for a week. His smile feels like a taunt. So, Victoria uses the time to finish her investigation. She cracks the password to his old laptop and finds messages with Alina, declarations of love, plans for the future, even mentions of his boring life with Victoria. Her hands tremble, but she copies everything. Each word is proof of his betrayal. Victoria no longer doubts. She's ready to act. She knew everything, but waited for the perfect moment. Victoria wants to lay her cards on the table, but she knows haste could backfire. So, she hires a lawyer and prepares divorce papers, securing her finances. She changes her hairstyle, buys new clothes, and signs up for courses she's long dreamed of. When Nazar returns from his trip, he doesn't see a broken wife but a confident woman who looks at him with a cold smile. He senses something's wrong but doesn't dare ask. Victoria bides her time, keeping the USB with evidence in her pocket. She was no longer a victim, she became a force he didn't expect. Victoria is no longer who she was. She doesn't cry at night or search for excuses for Nazar. Her pain has turned into resolve. She consults her lawyer to secure her share of their assets. She starts yoga, jogs in the mornings, and reclaims the confidence Nazar tried to steal. Her friends notice the change, she glows, her voice firm. Victoria plans each move like a chess player. She doesn't just want a divorce, she wants Nazar to pay for every lie. Her newfound strength unnerves him, though he won't admit it. She laid the evidence before him, and his world fell apart. Victoria invites Nazar for a serious talk. She calmly places a folder in front of him, screenshots of messages, bank statements, photos of his car outside Alina's building. Did you think I wouldn't find out? Her voice is cold as ice. Nazar tries to justify himself, but his words drown in her gaze. She serves divorce papers and demands compensation for their shared assets. The truth about his infidelity spreads to their friends and colleagues, shattering his reputation. Victoria moves forward, free, strong, building a new life on her terms. Nazar is left with the wreckage of his lies, while she never looks back.